Good evening, everyone, and good morning and good afternoon, whichever is applicable to you. My name is Subhash Chand. Thank you very much for joining with us today on this special occasion, which Vihangam Yoga Singapore team has organized for all of you on the occasion of International Day of Yoga. We are celebrating it with the special events, series of events. In this particular series, we have organized for 3 different events. One is, of course, right now, we would go through for the Ayurveda related knowledge sharing and some day-to-day basis, how we can be more benefited out of these Ayurvedic items, which probably are available in our kitchen. Probably we don't know about them. We would learn all these kind of things. This whole session will be for whole event. Today's event will be for 1 hour, 55 minutes roughly. And for this, how we do is, I'm just going to give a little bit of introduction on what is Ayurveda, and then I will be inviting our guest who has joined us from India. I will introduce him in a much more better way. But after that session, we will open the discussion session as well. We will have Q&A session, maybe for 15 minutes. So please be ready at your end if you have any specific question related with Ayurveda. And thereafter, we would conclude after the Q&A session. So once again, thank you very much for joining with us on this platform, on this forum where we are celebrating International Day of Yoga. The first event of this series is Ayurveda related. Second one tomorrow we will be doing in the morning, Singapore time, 8:30 to 9:30, where we have another expert who will be taking us through that Yogasana. And in the evening tomorrow, we are having another exciting event related with Havan, the Yajna. Let me now come to today's event where we are going to learn a bit more about Ayurveda. We have learned a lot of things. We have heard a lot of things about Ayurveda, but have we been able to apply it? Probably, if at all, we go in one particular shop and buy something like as an Ayurvedic product and utilize in our day-to-day life. But today we will come to know a little bit more about things around us and how actually this Ayurveda works around us. Not just right now. Since the beginning, we are going to learn about this. What I understand, Ayurveda, if I divide this Sanskrit word Ayurveda, then it becomes probably Ayu plus Veda. Ayu means the age and Veda means knowledge. So all those activities probably linked with some specific items to be consumed on a regular basis in such a way that our life, our age become more and more, and we can live in this world for a longer time period to achieve the real objective of our life, whatever we think on that basis. So with this quick introduction and setting up the background behind this Ayurveda, now let me introduce our special guest from India. And as you can see on the screen itself, his name is Sri Chandrakant Nirbaji. He is very young, but very talented. And he has dedicated most of his time, I can say all of his time, towards knowing, learning, understanding, implementing, guiding people related with Ayurveda. He has blessings of Sadhguru as well. So let me give you a quick some of the interesting facts about him, just to understand more about him, his credentials, how good he is. So to give you some of the few things in terms of his credentials, he is an astrologer also. He is a Vastu consultant as well. He can actually read tarot card also. And as you know already here, we are talking about Ayurveda. He is an expert on Ayurveda. He is a palmist as well. And there are so many different kinds of credentials attached to Sri Chandrakant Nirbaji, who has joined us from India. Thank you very much for joining with us, Nirbaji, Chandrakant Nirbaji. Welcome to this forum. And now I'd like to hand over this stage to you to take us through your interesting findings, your interesting activities related, just on a very normal and standardized basis. I don't think it is going to be too much of technical for many of us. Probably would not be able to understand thereafter. So I would request you to please let us through about Ayurveda and utilization of Ayurveda in our day-to-day life. Welcome, Chandrakant Nirvaji. Welcome to this forum. Please, you can start now from here on when I hand over this stage to you, Chandrakantji. You need to unmute yourself, please. Yes.
Yes, Sadhguru to all, and thank you, Subhaji, for giving a chance to say something about disease and Ayurveda and something like that. First of all, I pray to Sadhguru to give me a chance in a whole world perspective with lifestyle to change their day to day according to Ayurveda. So today we are talking about Veda. You have already explained it. Ayu, that means a number of age. Ayu means life and Veda means knowledge. This is combined compositions we can understand. Ayuha and Ved, knowledge of life. It means we can large amount of scope to understand for life. So we have today discussed about Ayurveda. It is related to lifestyle as well as medicines, herbs. So thank you once again. We are just dive into our presentation slides, what we are. So I would like to request Swazhi, please open our slides, PPT file. Thank you, sir. So here the agenda is what we need to be to day-to-day life. Why are we the lifestyle in present scenario? Weather conditions, Ayurveda life cycles, and how disease cured from the root from the Ayurveda. Case study and home remedies. These are some agendas to discuss over the whole, and we will be one by one. So the first thing, why we are lifestyle doing the first condition in 21st century. We know every in a pandemic situations by corona, but what we need to do in that time, is it okay? Our lifestyle is going a wellness, healthy. Can we understand? No, not at all. But how we can eradicate from that particular situations to live a life with happy and joy with the help of Ayurveda. Ayurveda not only, this is the time of cycle in a present day, but it is a concept of more than 5,000 years ago. The Indian traditions medicine system is called Ayurveda. Why we need in present scenario? The present scenario, it says, is something, when we are understanding something about Ayurveda, we need to our body and lifestyle, day-to-day life. Because the lifestyle is not morning to evening. It's not just evening to morning. We have to understand the whole pattern with the related mind and spirit as well. How we can understand Ayurveda, the concept, the base form is Vata, Pitta, Kapha. These are the qualities, these are elements to control our mind as well as body. If these three elements imbalance, we have affected all disease. We have affected from all like small to big. So we need to understand what is Vata. Vata, that means it's one type of dosha. These are three of doshas. But what is a particular doshas to characterized by mobile nature of one? But we need to understand what is Kapha. exactly collectively known as the dosas, are one of the most fundamental concepts in a traditions of Ayurveda. But what are they exactly? Vata, Pitta, and Kapha each are essential to our physiology in some way. So no one dosas is better than superior or to any other. Each of them has a very specific set of functional roles to play in the body. That said, when the dosas out balance, they can affect it on our health. As we can understand, in terms of Ayurveda, the most basic building blocks of material world, the five elements. As we know, our body made from five elements: space, air, fire, water, and earth. Here I explain just some basic information: Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, the principle of Ayurveda. Vata character is mobile nature, like a wine. Pitta embodies its transformative nature, like a fire energy. And Kapha reflects the binding nature of the water. So, what is Vata? It is imbalance and their effects and how it would be control over it. There are a number of other factors that can be lead of Vata imbalance, but mostly irregular eating habits, irregular sleeps, traveling, excessive exposure to technology. These are the cause to affect Vata. It may be the many types of symptoms or mental symptoms, physical symptoms. What they are in terms of physical symptoms, when Vata is imbalanced, your dry skin, your dry hair, dry eyes, constipation, bloating and gas, weight loss, cold hands, irregular sleep habits, traveling, excessive exposure, and much more indulge in technology and artificial intelligence. These are the cycles. And what is the mental symptoms? Loss of concentration, indecisiveness, forgetfulness, compromised memory, nervousness, anxiety, feeling overwhelmed, and impatience. These are the mental symptoms too. And how we can control over it. When Vata is your control, that means you will be become a whole concept with related to Vata will be cured. And how it is controlled? It is very simple. If you change your daily lifestyle and change something your daily diet, just like you can eat warm, well cooked food and a spice food, not a spice in regular way, but a little and healthy diet, daily routine. Avoid excessive workout and yoga also. Why yoga and workout avoided? Because the vata is related to and it will be more dangerous when you're affected from vata and you're if you're doing the daily routine of workout or yoga that cause the your maybe in trouble in other physical situations. So just need to avoid. Daily meditation of Vihangam is also necessary because meditation connect to your mind and mind control all these elements. When mind you control, it means your all these elements will be controlled. So we need to practice Vihangam yoga meditation at least 20 minutes, 2 times. And also pranayama. And do not skip your meal, stay warm, take a warm bath before a day. Do simple yoga each week, once a week. Get outside with the nature and connect with the nature. These are the vata to how we can understand the vata effect and how we can manage it. And we have already discussed about what is the effect and their symptoms. So now, is Pitta. Pitta embodies its transformative nature of fire. What we are eating, this is the essential part of your digestive system. If Pitta is not controlled, not balanced, not be a great way, that means your digestive system may be damaged. What is the cause of Pitta imbalance? Eating foods like hot, spicy, salty, sour, getting too much and some consuming excessive coffee and alcohol. These are the root cause when you consume this type of things. And how we can understand and their symptoms, your pitta is imbalanced, is very simple. Skin conditions such as acne, hives, rashes, dermatitis, eczema, digestion issues like ulcer, loose stools, diarrhea, gastric, fever, excessive sweating, and a strong body odor, early graying hair, and the hair are falling out, inflammation, redness, infections, puffiness, and swelling. These are the symptoms when Pitta is imbalanced. And also emotional symptoms as well, like anger, irritability, frustration, aggressions, hatred, hostility, and jealousy. These are also mental illness, but we cannot understand with the help of medical science, allopathic medical science. But Ayurveda has a lot of perspective and lots of scope to balance Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, and how it could be managed Pitta by the help of some changes in daily routine as well. Just saying, we have already discussed. If you want to be control your Pitta dosa, that need to be some changes in your life. It will be very helpful. One of the very best practice in a Sat Karma is called Kunjal Kriya. Just wake up at the morning to just drink more than 2 and 3 glasses of water, and do Kunjal Kriya. And lots of YouTube videos are available in there, but you need to understand and you need to practice under the guidance of yoga expert. So just do Kunjal Kriya. It's very, very impactful. I have already taught some of my friends and my students. They are benefited also. You can apply aloe vera gel when you feel your rashes in the body or face or acne. You can apply your aloe vera gel with just lemon. You can also apply for through dosa formulas. When you control it through dosa, you have to take Chyawanprash. What is the Chyawanprash? Chyawanprash is a mix of herbs and all according to Ayurveda. So here is the one of the best Chyawanprash in the world. I just understand. Sukrit Ayurveda. Sukrit Ayurveda Chyawanprash is one of the best products in I can say in the world. So it's very good. So apply coconut oil and soak your feet before the bed to control your feet. Avoid junk food, spicy, fat food. Do not use street food. These all are effective remedies to control your pitta. Now we have already understand to cause of pitta, understand of pitta dosha, and there how to be controlled. The last one is kapha. Kapha is imbalance. This may many number of ways. Here are some common disorder that typically shows the heightened state of kapha in the system. Cause, what is the cause when someone suffers from kapha? Sweet, salty, and salt food, heavy foods, dairy, meat, gluten, baked, refined grains, oily, fatty foods, and dairy foods, sugar, especially refined, cold foods and drinks, excessive coke drinks, drinking too much water, eating food past 7, snacking, resting, eating meals too close together, emotional eating, sedentary lifestyle, too much sleep, napping, and winter and spring season. This is the cause to balance. This is the cause to understand when kapha is imbalance and what are their symptoms to identify kapha imbalance. It's very simple. When someone suffers from depression, lethargy, laziness, dull, sluggy mind, cold, cough, runny nose, sinus, low digestive fire, sleepiness, overweight, obesity, swelling, excessive sleep, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, diabetic, and tumor. These are many diseases, but here I mention some specific disease when your kapha goes bad. How could be kapha goes in a daily routine or something when you change to your daily routine or something apply in your life, then Kapha will be established and maintained. Wake up early morning 6 a.m. It is good, it is very good when you get up at 4 p.m. and scrub your tongue with morning time. Take warm honey with lemon water, ginger tea with turmeric. Do not eat past 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. Perform salutations of each morning. Perform a Vihangam massage and coconut and mustard with mustard and coconut. These are the basic things to control blood curve. So I have already discussed about the life cycles. When your Vata Pitta curve is controlled, your lifestyle will be very smooth. So, I would like to explain here some disease, but we are when we are suffering from any disease, and we are my mental condition is obviously damaged because we are suffered. So Ayurveda treatment pop of disease including a different when you suffer from gastric disease like digestive disorder, increased acidity, constipation, colitis, hemorrhoids, different types of hepatitis. These are gastric problems. But what we need to do, we need to observe the principle of Ayurveda. So I would like to request you, Subhaji, please slide change. The next would be the slide.
Just one quick request, Chandrakantji. Sorry to interrupt. There is a little bit of shaking in the voice. If you can adjust something at your end. Thank you.
Okay. Now it is audible?
Yep, it is audible. Yeah.
Okay. Please next slide. Please next. Yes. The next point is maintain metabolism body. We need to understand if your metabolism is in a good form, automatically body react with the happy and joyful. So how it will be managed with the Ayurveda? These are very 5 easy way to restart your metabolism with Ayurveda. Just when you wake up at the morning, you just take a salt water bath in a beach. And hot water is very necessary in 3 times because our nervous system, when our body is already heated, because by birth, God given us the like light energy and the energy of force, vital energy to run our body as well. So we need to understand why warm liquid form or food form. We need to understand this. If we cold water and cold drinks, that means our digestive system may be damaged. So we just need 2-3 times cold water and as well massage your body with cement oils, take sun bath for 30 minutes. Once a week for three times in a week. That's enough. And it's very necessary again. One I have already said, Chyawanprash is very good for your immune system. You control your metabolism, control your the curve. Because Chyawanprash has a very essential part of our life. Because it has many types of herbs. So it will be good. It will be happy your mind and use Triphala daily at night with lukewarm water. But it is condition applied. Do not use when the pregnant woman and when suffering from diarrhea. It is a condition applied. So it is very important to understand these medicines. And I would like to also inform you before any medicine, just consult your doctor. So it is very important to control your metabolism, right? So next, please. Yes, it's very important to Ayurvedic daily routine. We have heard about what is your daily routine. Just when we wake up and doing something different. But we need to understand our Indian traditional lifestyle. What is our Indian traditional lifestyle in Ayurvedic terms and terminology? Wake up early morning. When the person wake up at 6 a.m., that means he controlled over Pitta. He is controlled by Pitta. By 5:30 a.m., that means Kapha, and 4:30 is 4:30 is Kapha, and Pitta is 5:30, and 4:30 is Kapha, and by morning 6 p.m. is Vata. That these three things to control not only your mind, body as well as spirit, because we are connected, very very connected to understand with emotional as well as mental. So our Vata Pitta control not only body as well as mental. So make a habit to pray before leaving a bed. Clean the face, mouth, eyes, and one very important thing I learned in this learning period. Journaling is very important when you are suffering from ENT problem, eyes, nose, and throat. Journaling will cure definitely within a 2 months. When suffering from insomnia, when someone suffering from thyroid problem, they will be cured. When someone suffering from sneezing and cough, it will be automatically eradicated by journaling and eye cleansing. So this is the routine. We never know why, because we not try to understand Ayurvedic system. So we just to follow it, and gargling with lukewarm water. Why need this gargling with lukewarm water? Because when it's relaxed mode at night and suddenly wake up, your throat is not awakened and not stretched. So need to gargle to stretch your voice, to stretch your internal organs of the throat. And one is very nasya. Nasya is type of Ayurvedic drops which is made from ghee and Ayurvedic herbs. So nasya is very important when someone suffering nasal problem. Nasya 2 drops, it's cleansing your all problems. Karnapurna oil drops is the air problems, ringing ears, excess air, wax, poor hearing, locked or 5 drops. Earlier times, many of people said they are, but we are not knowing these things. Why? Because lack of information and lack of knowledge, and we are not practicing in the terms of Ayurvedic lifestyle. That's why we are forgetting these things. So just need to understand, because we are living 21st century, not an Ayurvedic period of an ancient. But if we carry forward this information one to another, we will be happy for life in every sector, in every stage of mind, stage of labor in life. One of the very best option, Abhyanga. Abhyanga, that means in general terms of we can understand in Indian word in Malis. Abhyanga is the word of Ayurvedic terms and terminology. Abhyanga, when you perform Abhyanga, it's very massage therapy to control your visual and nervous system. When someone massages your body will relax. And this is the process to learn our Abhyanga. So this is the routine we need to follow, because we live in this body, and if body is not pure, not relaxed, how would we expect from this body can do a lifestyle achievement? We are saying meditation, we are saying do meditation, we are saying happy life, but how it is possible when our Ayurvedic lifestyle is not established in a day-to-day life? It is not possible. Not nothing, never. It could be true in a daily life that maybe change your thing by the base of certain the one goal of life to attain the life of God, which is Ishwar, which is for enlightenment, enforcement of the light. So we need to just follow, because our body is the temple to connect with the enlightenment, our Lord, the, the principle of inner statement, the principle of inner light. Why? Because our body is the form, human body is the form to attain that particular situation. When our body is not pure, not healthy, how it could never. So just need to, I just like to request you all of there, just connect with yourself, with your body. In the next phase, what would be the next, right? Kindly. Yes, the one word we are very nowadays heard is immune system. We are trapping in pandemic situations. No one can understand how coronavirus came and how our lifestyle is drastically changed. And everyone says we need to improve our immune system. We need to, what is the food and what is the meditation and what is the medicine to enhance our body immune system. It is very easy, but need to understand. To boost your immune health naturally and permanently, one has to follow the principle of Ayurveda and natural treatment. I'm not saying I'm not saying to when medical terms and terminology will be not effective. I'm saying if it is possible to apply your Ayurveda and natural treatment, that that means you can enhance your immune system as well. So what need to do? We need to do organic food. We need to do connected with the nature, not rather than the artificial. Yes, it is necessary to connect with the lifestyle to whole day to day because this is the to earn money, but not to earn money is the base thing to grow our life in a stage. But money is not necessary to grow things to understand lifestyle. Yes, definitely. So we need to understand our mental condition, we need to understand our natural condition. When natural and mental condition is organized, that means your immune system automatically enhances. Maximum use of fresh vegetables, fruits, Ayurvedic medicine, chawatras bring water sufficiency. And next is fix your sleep cycles and eating habits with proper time. Why? When you sleep or waking, your alarming of body is automatically drives you. For what? Because our bodies have one type of alarming to connect with your nature. Because when sun rising, our light energy or it may be the fire energy automatically rises. When sun is goes down, our fire energy goes down. The same, we are connected nature, but we have lack of knowledge. We forget all these things. So we have to sufficient fix your time with your daily routine and eating habit also with proper time. We do not eat after 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. because when we eat after 7 p.m. and 6 p.m., our digestion system may be damaged. And it is very important to understand. Finally, be humble and happy with your family and friends and society. Why need to be happy and how it would be possible to be happy? Because when our background is connected with the nature, connected with the Ayurvedic principle, our mind and body reflect happiness. And when we connected with the happiness with our family and friends, our immune system is automatically developed. We know already the dopamine, one type of dopamine hormones when we are laughing. Why dopamine is happy?
Chandrakantji,
Hello?
sorry to interrupt you again, but I think there has been continuous disturbance, I mean connectivity. Can I request you please to reconnect again? Meanwhile, what I will do is I'll quickly summarize so far what you have mentioned. And I think we have to be a little bit cautious about time also. I'm more interested, in fact, to see your fourth section where you have been, where you are trying, you would be trying to give some home remedy things also. So for sound point of view, really sorry to all the listeners for this interruption. Can I please request Chandrakantji, please, to reconnect Zoom so that we can hear you properly, because there
Okay.
has been continuous, or probably you need to be more near to the device. Hopefully that will resolve, I think.
Okay. Okay. I'm just doing that.
So meanwhile, when Chandrakantji is setting up at his end, what I understood from what he mentioned is uh, all of our body has different compositions, and three important point what he mentioned was Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. Our whole system, the immune system, is linked with these three items, which of course he mentioned as doshas. And if you remember clearly, then these three items, the Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, are linked with some of the basic elements. We know there are five basic elements, right? The earth, the void, then the wind, and the fire, and the water. So these three important words, the Vata, Kapha, and Pitta, these are linked with the air, wind, and the fire and water energy. As long as we are able to monitor and synchronize all of these with a very routine wise, or on the basis of different types of activities, what we're doing, what we eat, and all those kind of things, these three would be relatively more and more efficient and energized, and that will keep us more and more healthy. That's what I think Ayurveda's philosophy and principle is all about. But how to maintain these three items in a much more efficient way? For that, I think what Chandrakantji was mentioning is to have a very regular daily routine to practice few things, out of which I think regular and proper food, meditation, and keeping our mind as much as connected to the nature. At the same time, what time we are waking up in the morning, when we are going to the bed in the night, all these things are also very important. Just consuming something would not impact the way it has to impact. So Ayurveda philosophy, concept, and principle is a holistic solution for everything as far as our health and other things are concerned. So it's not just about consuming the product. It's not just about eating something and eating something. It's about the whole body and understanding how exactly it behaves. I think uh, Chandrakant ji is back. Can you make co-host to Chandrakant ji so that he can unmute himself? Yeah, so Chandrakantji, I hope your voice would be relatively much more stable. And let's, I think, go quickly on second and third section so
Okay.
that we can jump quickly on the fourth part as soon as possible. Thank you.
Okay. Hello. Are you? My
Yes,
voice is
please
clear.
please go ahead. Yes, please.
Okay. So we have already discussed about the enhance of immune system, right? So I would like to request you kindly next slide, please. Yes. The weather condition in Ayurveda lifestyle. So why a weather is when people move around the whole world and one place to another place, but how it would be controlled in Ayurvedic systems. According to Charak Samhita, weather systems and affects mind and body and moves one place to another. We are lived from village to town to city and mega city. The great impact our well-being because weather is different types of places and seasons. In Ayurveda, these are already discussed about the three dosas, Vata, Pitta, Kapha. It is responsible for maintaining our natural balances. And dosas can be disturbed when our lifestyle is disturbed. So we need to proper life scale to understand how to be cured. A proper lifestyle includes disciplined routine, sleep, walking, eating, drinking, exercising, proper breathing, and overall living life to its full potential. The main thing is to well thought out of Ayurvedic medicine because proper routine has such a great influence on our health. So when applied the Ayurvedic medicine, we need to consulting our doctor. We don't know how it would be made and what is the composition in medicine. So just consult your doctor. There are many routines and many lifestyle behaviors recommended by Ayurveda, for example, properly daily routine, seasonal routine, exercise routine, and self-care routine, and anti-aging, nutrition and fasting. These are all terms and perspective to understand our lifestyle. So Ayurveda is a vast concept. We have only just understand daily forms how it would be used with in our home remedies. So I request next please, guys. Yes, it is very important. Is it possible to cure disease in a root way, or can I depend on the allopathic medicine? These are versatile question and answer to our mind calculate. Is it curable or not? Yes, in the Western medicine system, the diagnosis is made only after a disorder manifests. But in Ayurveda, it's not. It is different from illness process, long before manifestation, any evidence. By finding their early symptoms imbalance in dosas, we have discussed. In medical science, allopathy, they are not understand what is dosas. And dosas, dosas are reaction our body due to imbalance can reveal the future illness. But medical science, after it proves and after evidence, they said they are saying that particular disease. But in terms of Ayurveda, we have already known it may be this disease can be occurred in future. So there are many other health problems and disorder which are have not mentioned, but that can treated and healed by high range of Ayurvedic medicine. Just need to consult an Ayurvedic doctor. So what would be the next slide, please? Case study and home remedies, and nowadays many of people are asking to me and the home remedies in seasonal cough and cold and back pain, acne, pimples, gastric. These are so this here I mentioned 1 and 3 to very large scales of questions, home remedies like seasonal cough and cold. And now these days are running. So it is very important to see basil leaves. But when the suffering of one child, how it would be these mixture and doses. Mix crushed tulsi leaves and juice with honey, and then drink it. One spoon of juice and 1 spoon of honey, and just give it to elder and young people directly tulsi leaves, and they can also make Ayurvedic juice. Ginger is the best way to cure this problem. You can ginger tea, and you can take with jaggery. And Supripeya also is a very important here. I like to recommend, strongly recommend Supripeya in seasonal cough, cold, sneezing, headaches. Cinnamon is antiviral characteristic mixture with honey and 1 pinch of cinnamon. It's instrumental in cold cough sneezing. Cinnamon is highly property of fire energy to control your cold energy. So we have already understand Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. So these are our home elements to understand our body, and they can eradicate all problems. Home remedies in seasonal cough like blackberry and turmeric. So these are very useful in this pattern when we use. Feeling try seasoning again. Then take 5 pieces of black pepper with lukewarm water. This will help you to get relief from the continuously seasoning cold. And turmeric also has been a good medicine in your home. A good, which is very help in sneezing, cough, and cold treatment. You can use this in cooking vegetables, or can take this directly as a powder form with warm water or warm milk. It is very useful for that. Any seasonal cough and cold. So you just need to understand the age factor and what would be the yes. Yeah, this is a very important question nowadays. How is skin glowing? Many this question asked from ladies also. Ladies very tensed about the skin related problem. They are trying to be glow, so it is very important to understand. Aloe vera we have understood that we take a fresh aloe vera 1 cup and extract the juice of lemon juice 1 and 2 spoon. And how it will be used? Direction: combine the aloe vera gel with some lemon juice, apply it to the skin and face mask. You can leave this mask around the 10 minutes and wash out with plain water. For better result, 2 or 3 times a week. That may be amazing result. Your skin will be fresh, acne removed, and dark circle and dark spot will be removed within 2 or 3 months. It's very useful. Next, please. Yes, the terms of the skin glowing, and also turmeric is the best ingredient in our home. Turmeric half a spoon, basin and gram flour 1 spoon, yogurt or milk 1 spoon, honey half a spoon or 1 spoon. Add in these all in a bowl or mix well. Apply the paste evenly. One clean and dry skin first. Just wash your face and after that apply. Leave it 10 to 15 minutes or 20 minutes and massage face with wet finger and very slowly, right direction to right to left. And rinse truly with water. Wash with water and just reveal your glowing face. That's a very natural treatment. So we can do with our the glowing face. If I okay, next please. Yes, it is also very important to tag. Clove is a very important ingredient in our home in the kitchen. For kitchen. So when someone toothache, so a toothache or maybe muscle space, or you can take the clove oil, very easily found in market. Just drop your toothache, drop 2 or 3 drops on your tooth and dry. Whole clove can be also used. Just chew and just stay from 10 to 15 minutes. Gently chew and close and release the oil. Hold the place again, separate the tooth and after 30 minutes. Headache also. These are the headache naturally when we are suffering headache, like the reason behind many causes, but headache is very important day-to-day life and need to understand how it will be cured. Important in that thing because headache is a very common disease when anger is out, frustration is out, and maybe our digestion is damaged. So in that particular situation, you can take a sucrate, an ideal remedy for headache. It has plentiful source of antioxidant that can relieve the pain caused by headache. Directly use 1 spoon mixed sucrate herbal 2 cup of water. Squeeze half part of lemon. If you want, just take lemon juice, or if you not want to, just take as well. Or just as on your taste. Add your lemon juice with green tea or ethnic salad. So receive it will be reduce your headache after you drink. It may be maybe 1 day or some hours, but it will be cured. Thank you. Next, please. So here is the end of this session. So thank you for giving me a chance to say something about if any error I applies to all. This is my first presentation to introduce Ayurveda. Ayurveda is the vast knowledge. When the learning, our knowledge will be increased day by day, and when the use all Ayurvedic terms and terminology, definitely we will live happy with joy life. And my over to Subhash. Thank you for giving me a chance.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Chandrakantji. Your wonderful presentation. And yes, there was a little bit still difficulty in hearing your words appropriately. And sorry to all the listeners and viewers because of this. I'm sure we are going to improve this in near future whenever we are going to have another session. But right now, based on the time, I am going to invite openly if anyone wants to have any question. Can we unmute everyone? I mean, allow to unmute everyone so that anyone wants to ask some question, they can. But I'm not going to allow for more than 2 questions, please, because of our time. Thank you. Any question, please? Quickly. I know there is one question came through before the session, so can that person unmute yourself and ask the question, please, to Chandrakantji?
Yes, please.
Yeah, hi, Chandrakantji, this is Ranjit. I am based in Singapore. Okay, I have a question regarding generally when after lunchtime and till evening time, okay, that is the time actually generally I know means most of the people that feel laziness, okay, in terms of doing the work, the productivity goes down when starting the work in the morning and till lunch. Generally, the productivity would be maybe means it is quite normal, but after lunch actually definitely the productivity goes down. So could you
Yes.
please
What is
advise
the
something?
questions?
Yeah, the question is like, okay, to how to overcome this laziness after the lunch hours means.
Yes, definitely. It's very common question and very interesting. So it's this is the dosha of kapha. So you need to control kapha. We have already discussed how it could be controlled. So just need to understand daily routine. You have to be practice. You fix your time and don't drink water. Mean when you eating something. The water drinking pattern is after before 45 minutes and after 45 minutes when you something. So just fix your time. Uh, the time is 7 a.m. Breakfast, 12 or 12 to 1 p.m. as a lunch, or before sunset, 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. That would be enough. When you control your diet, your automatically laziness, lethargy, all these things are goes down. Thank you.
Thank you, Ranjitji.
Okay,
Any more
thank you.
question? Chandanji, I think you wanted to have one question to ask.
Yes, Subhashji. So I think my question was answered already. So it's okay. It was there in the presentation in the later stages. It was related to.
Still, if you can please repeat your question.
Okay. So basically, I was also looking for this answer that usually people advise that we should eat soft or something after taking lunch or dinner. But I saw in the slide it was mentioned that taking lukewarm water and taking Chyawanprash in the night before going bed. So I wanted to clarify, Chandrakantji, usually we have seen that people used to take Chyawanprash in the morning. But today in the session, you are advising that Chyawanprash we should take in the evening. So is it some relevance in this, or it can
Yes,
be taken?
No, it is not. It's not necessary to at the bedtime. You can eat as a morning time as well. But why we need to take medicines as a Chyawanprash? Because our body, when in relaxed mode, all medicines is very working in a fast way. Even though the allopathy medicine doctors advise when you eat some medicine, you just need to take rest. In the same pattern, our body is observing our cells is working through a very cellular level. So just need to understand why medicine taken bad time, because our body and cells were relaxed mode. So that time, that particular time, the medicinal effect is very improved in particular situations. So that's why need to be take bedtime and.
And is it necessary,
Yes.
Chandrakantji, is it necessary, for example, Singapore is usually a hot place. I mean, there is no winter season in this. So is it any criteria that whether Chyawanprash should be taken during only winter season or any day we can take?
Any day, any day. Chyawanprash is the natural. This is the Chyawanprash is natural. No need to be any effect of season.
Okay.
It is very useful. So you can take it very easily.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chandanji, for asking and interacting with Chandrakantji. And here I would like to close the session. In fact, Thank you very much, Chandrakantji, for being available with us to share your thoughts about Ayurveda. What I see is, although we see that Ayurveda probably would help me at one place or another, but definitely one of the important thing what I understood is the discipline. The discipline in our day-to-day life is very important. So even if when we try to go for curing the Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, the regular routine is very important. Just one thing I would like to request here, Chandrakantji, which I believe he would definitely agree for that. I'd like to have one more session sometime, maybe only for question and answer based on what today
Yes, sir.
you have shared. Maybe we would come on that sometime soon, because I know there are many questions, many things which can be discussed, and today we had a little bit of problem on the sound also. So I'm taking an opportunity to have an interaction with you more later on sometime soon in Q&A type, where we would probably advise or give you what questions people want to ask, and then you can answer all those questions at that time point. I hope this is fine with you.
Yes, sir.
Chandrakantji.
Thank you for you giving me a chance. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. So this is, I would like to close this session, and
Yes,
just
sir.
to remind everyone, please remember that tomorrow we are having further 2 more sessions in continuation of this International Day of Yoga special series of event. Tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. we are having yogasan practice for 1 hour, where again we would have question and answer based on yogasan, and in the evening we are going to have interaction related with Havan and the Yagya. So evening time is 7:15 Singapore time. Please do join us and avail the facility provided by Vihangam Yoga Singapore to get benefited as much as possible. Thank you very much for joining. Those who wants to continue our daily meditation practice session, which we will start just in 1 minute. You may continue on this Zoom itself. There is no problem at all. So others, those who want to do anything else, please, you are free to do. And thank you very much for joining with us. This is the end of this first session. Thank you, and Jai Sadgurudev to everyone. Take care.
Yes, sir.